Well, Happy New Year. It's Michael with Enterprise Express Tax Service. We've been in business since 2015, just helping people navigate through the challenging tax atmosphere. So with 2026, there's a lot going on, especially with the new tax law, the big, beautiful, tax bill. It's brought about some significant changes, which I'm probably going to go into in another video. However, the what I really wanted to tackle today was something that a lot of people overlook, but I think is pretty basic, which is how to prepare yourself for a successful tax filing season. And this is both on the side of the preparer and most especially on the side of the taxpayer as well. Um, what tends to happen a lot of times uh, is that during the filing season, when the filing season starts, there's so much of a rush to get your paperwork in, to meet the filing deadline. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, things get overlooked. And sometimes those errors can be costly. And I can attest to that because it happens to the best of us. It's happened to me in my practice as well. And so the best way that I found to prepare for that, so to make sure that that does not happen, is to start what I call tax pre-filing tax planning, for want of a better term. But in other words, just preparing yourself beforehand. What we tend to do is make appointments, mostly these days virtual because it's more convenient with our clients before we start filing taxes. Okay. And what that does is that it's usually anywhere between a 30-minute to 45 minutes of just going over what we did with you the last year or maybe even the last 2 years in terms of filing your taxes, and then keeping you abreast of the new tax laws and how that might have impacted your current filing, status, and then putting together some kind of a plan with which to file your taxes for the current tax year. So, in other words, we're going back, we look at what we did for the last 2 years, we look at your current situation, we see if there have been any significant changes and how that might impact your tax filing for the current tax filing year. So, that way there's no real surprises. And even if we meet a roadblock along the way, excuse me, we can go back to our meeting and say, hey, did we cover this? Did we not cover this? And that gives us a safe, a more, shall we say, efficient way to get your taxes done on time, with less stress for you and with less stress for us, and just making sure that everything's covered. And so I cannot emphasize this more. The best way to forestall any issues during the tax filing season is for you to book an appointment with your CPA or your tax preparer and go over what you've done the prior, at least the prior past two tax filing years, and then compare it with the outcome that you're looking for the current tax filing year. Bear in mind that what you think is the best tax outcome may not always be what's possible. And if you have a good CPA, they will let you know, they'll inform you that, hey, these are the tax laws, these are what we can do. But a good CPA or a good tax practitioner will also give you some strategies as to how you can get to where you want to be in terms of your goals, your tax goals, and the outcomes, and so on and so forth. But also a good tax practitioner will tell you what's not possible. Um, you know, if you're looking for a $20,000 refund based on circumstances that may not be realistic, a good tax practitioner will tell you, hey, this is not going to work, but this is what we can do to get you some way towards that. Okay, so that's it. What makes a good tax filing season, or what gives you a great outcome, is pre-planning, adequate pre-planning, booking that meeting with your CPA or practitioner, making sure that both of you are on the same page when it comes to your outcomes and your goals for the tax filing season. This is Michael Abbey with Enterprise Tax Service, wishing you a successful 2026 tax filing season. Bye.